We've been hard at work on the new YouTube and it's better than ever. If that's the case, then why the f am I still getting this stupid shit on a for the cat video of all things? The pool is sharting. That is the backwash from the pump.
And you remember just the other day it was clear?
Uh-huh. Because it was cold. This stuff loves the heat. And it ain't clearing up anytime soon.
No.
It usually clears up in a couple seconds. And every time the wind blows, it like floats out. Well, you're kind of lowering the pool level now, so it's not going to do it anymore. It's blowing it all over the top, though. And it's still green.
The freaking water's green. What is that?
It's to clear up like it usually does. I guess that's too much to ask.
Yeah.
Can't even see the freaking...
Don't you drop my phone.
I'm gonna drop mine first. Oh, there it is. Okay, you can see it. Barely. It's all covered in green stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one. Yeah, you can't see this one at all. Oh, yeah, I can. This is the one that farted at me when you turned it off. Every time the wind would blow, it'd all come out of this corner over here. But now that she's running, it's down below the level. So it's not going to do it anymore.
You drop it in there, you have to buy a new phone because you'll never find it.
I need a new phone anyway. My screen's been cracked for months. Well, actually now years.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Well, that's a little bit I can't talk. Well, that's a little bit better now. I still wouldn't even think about drinking it, though.
I wouldn't even get in it.
No way. Yeah, you're gonna have a fungus growing on your fingers now.
Yeah.
Stick your head in it. I was getting dripped on a second ago. I think it's gonna start raining here pretty soon. Look at the clouds out there, though.
Yeah, I know.
And they're coming this way. Well, maybe those aren't, but...
Is there any in it?
like 1/8 of an inch. I think it's clear enough to turn off now.
I was gonna let it come down some.
Oh. Okay, then.
Especially if it's gonna rain again.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just out here messing with the Blazer, just doing some stuff, testing radio stuff in here. And suddenly the rain just starts pouring down, my gutters start overflowing, and the wind starts blowing across the whole darn place like it's the end of the frickin' world as we know it or something. Yeah, the wind is just blowing all across the streets and everything, and it was a little nuts there for a second. And of course my phone decided to fail on me, so I couldn't get the wind blowing up the street. I don't know why my gutter's overflowing. I don't know if it's just too much water volume or something. Just yeah, the front porch gutter's overflowing now too. Well, I'll be darned. I gotta go back this way, because if I don't, I get wet. Oh, there's some lightning. That's awesome. That wasn't too far away either. Yeah, it's overflowing. Big time. Oh heck, there ain't even anything coming out of the gutter. It's stuck. Oh well, I'll have to deal with it later, obviously. The wind is blowing it into my carport, so of course the carport is going to flood. I just dug some more of this out yesterday, so hopefully the rain won't be sitting in my driveway for too long, but here comes the wind again. Heavy rain. for a minute, I guess. My truck is getting soaked, even despite being inside the carport. So that's just freaking lovely. The ditches are already full. I mean, there wasn't anything in them about 5 minutes ago, I swear. There wasn't anything in my carport. Well, yeah, actually there was. The carport was a little flooded from a couple days ago. And it's been so humid, it hasn't had a chance to, like, dry off. Come on, truck. You gotta move. I don't want you getting soaked. And don't you dare touch anything metal. That's my battery for the truck. It's plugged in right now, and stop rolling. Back. Okay, it's just touched my doors. Just like it's supposed to. See there, I got just that tiny little bit of space back there. That's the way it should be. Yeah, okay, so my side ditch is no longer capable of clearing out my carport, so that's lovely. Just freaking awesome. Alright, so everything's just gonna flood again. I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Wonderful. And I came out here earlier and it wasn't anything like this. Oh, no. Yes, the place is cluttered. You know what? Get over it. It's my place. I don't care what you think. I have 2 transmissions here. I got all sorts of other Blazer-ish over here. And from the sounds of it, I ain't going to get my engine back anytime soon. So, you know, it's just going to be like this forever. I'm stepping in water puddles. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm just in here in the Blazer. Just messing with the radio's stuff. I just got done with the LEDs in this radio, so that's what that looks like. This is actually an Oldsmobile Bravada radio. Yep, from a 99 Bravada in my 03 Blazer, because they're both double-din radios. This one would normally be an RDS radio, which I also put LEDs in, but I decided to go with this radio instead. Also installed myself a little input jack, so that works. And there's my little adapter so that I could actually use this radio in this truck. Because that's an RDS connector, and this is the connector that they used on the 99 Bravadas. So that's different. And if I want, I can still plug in the other radio because I have this here, also connected to my line level converter. One of them anyway. So that I can install subwoofers in here if I decide to in the future. And this guy over here, where are you at here? Okay. This guy right here is the auxiliary input for this radio, which I can hook the CD changer to or get my iPod deck out of that truck and put it in here, because this radio will control it. The RDS radio will not. So, I might just do that, actually. You know what I need to do right now? I need to clear this windshield. Clear my friggin' windshield off. Let's see if I can do that. Ah, it is connected. Cool. I wasn't sure if that's one of the things I disconnected or not. I got so much disconnected up under the hood. I mean, I have no hood. What am I talking about? Yeah. Right. I guess I got the fuse box hooked up enough for that to work. Man, everything's wet up under here now. That was not my intent. Everything's LED now, so that's awesome. Yeah. Everything. Just like my old Blazer. Okay, this is getting really long-winded now, and it was only supposed to be about the frickin' rain, and it turned into so much more. Because that's usually what happens when I go to do stuff like this. I mean, why is this freaking yellow? It's not supposed to be yellow. Oh well. Anyway, everything just reset again. Because my grounding is consisting of those wires sitting on top of the fuse box right now. And it's just kind of bolted in place down there. Anyway, I have my phone hooked up here. Well, I'm using my phone as a video camera right now, so that's not going to work. I've got my trip computer up here So once I get everything hooked up, that'll be ready to go. That is totally wrong. So that's reset now. And I've got my temperature mirror here. Also auto dimming. So that's neat. Cool. Something this truck never had. Something any S10 model never had is the temperature mirror. This is actually out of a truck like that one. I think it was a Suburban actually, but yeah. This came out of an earlier model Blazer because they quit putting them into Blazers in 2002. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, I've got all my dome lights hooked up to a single. So my dome lights turn everything on now. And back here, more Blazer parts and stuff. And you can see my wire back there for subwoofer amplifier and stuff. So it's set up for it. It's just I'm just waiting on an engine right now, really. Yep. So that's that for now. Oh, and this radio right here, it's got some serious kick. I have my old Sony 6.5s in the door, my old Sony 4x6s in the dash, and I've got a set of Pioneer 6x9s in the rear. And let me tell you, this sucker pushes them and does a very good job of it too. So, might be a future video showing that, but for right now I'm out. And so is the rain, apparently. Maybe now I can go check my gutters. Well, I've got my gutter over here spitting out chunks now. Turns out the whole freaking gutter line was full of leaves and roof shingle pebbles and everything. Probably the same on that side, but at least that side is flowing now, since there was a big old leafy, basically a mud pile at the very end where the chute comes down. I mean, I just pushed it and it fell through and suddenly a flood came out of the bottom, so that was great. This one didn't quite do the same thing, but it wasn't quite as bad. Plus, this one's actually bigger than the new ones I put up. This one's a 3-inch or 4-inch opening, and that one's only like a 2 or 3. I can't remember what sizes they are anymore. But this one came with the house. That one I put up myself, so yeah. It's still spitting out chunks over here. Pecans, leaves, sticks, you know, everything pretty much. And I've got it to where it's finally flowing out instead of in. Because yeah, it was totally flowing in to the carport from this corner. And I dug out a little bit more out there. You can see it is flooding out there right now. And also got a couple things out of the way so it drains more freely. Oh yeah, I had a little bit of fun with my old radiator. Yeah, it's not going to get used anymore, to say the least. Yeah, there's a good reason for that too. Yeah. So yeah, everything's in here flooded again. But all I need is a freaking dry day, and that's not happening a lot recently. Well, we're several days later now. Just drained out some of this disgusting mess. Almost down to the intake. Well below the output, which is covered in some nasty green stuff. Looks like baby shat all over the place.
Really didn't want it that low.
Probably gonna need it that way. Made a heck of a nice river going down though.
Yeah.
Let's go have a look, shall we? It's coming out right there. And then it comes down over here. It's actually kind of spread out all over the place, really. Got a little mini rapids right over there. See if I can hold the camera steady enough. No. It's about the same as this right here. And it comes down. sort of misses the shop. But you can tell it's been raining because got some nice lines coming out from there. It's got a nice rapid going over there. And then it continues down. A nice open area right there. A little bit of a reservoir. And then it continues on down. And it's got itself kind of a nice little opening. And then it pools up here. Mostly because of all the leaves. Goes under the leaves. And comes way out here. Where it finally just ends up in the woods. Next to the carport shed. Pretty good distance, but that's a lot of water too. Just gonna throw a real quick note in here before I finish this vlog. It's May 13th and I'm finally getting to where I feel like I actually want to upload these videos again. And I just want to say one thing. I'm still gonna be me in these videos. So if you don't like the way I present myself, you don't like the way my house is presented, you think everything's too messy, you think I'm a disgusting slob of a person, okay. Find another channel to watch. This is my life, this is my house, this is my everything on this channel. So, yeah. There's 50 million other channels out there, probably 50 billion other channels out there. I don't even know, I don't really care. Just quit leaving stupid fucking comments on mine. And with that, I just have one more thing to say. And that's what I say to that.